I don't know if this is the one I want. Yeah, this is the houses. It shows you, this was what, did you ever come on Chamberlain?
No, I did. I never went. Eden Niles was the only
Yeah,
home
yeah,
but this
I
is
thought so.
before.
Yeah, that was our first
Now this was in
New Orleans.
in New Orleans.
In Gentilly.
Oh right.
I remember going there.
Oh, your yard. You were such a yard nut.
I loved it.
Your yard is so
And
perfect.
I think that's part of the reason I've lived so long, because I was always active.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That was a nice place too. It was really nice. And the
Oh,
Eden
yeah.
Niles was off of this house. We built it
Yeah.
just like that.
You know, the thing I liked about your house too was that, and of course since then I've learned a lot about decorating, but I liked it so much because you had, like, it was one big room, but you made like a card table, a game area here and a conversation
I
area
didn't do it,
here.
honey. I had a queer decorator.
Well, they all are.
I loved it.
I know, but I mean, it doesn't
It
matter
was great.
how
No, it
you
doesn't
arrived
matter.
at that, you know.
No, look, as long as they stay in their place, they fine.
That's that piece right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's a gorgeous piece.
Do you know how old that is?
My AJ's aunt used to say it was the 1894 fair in New Orleans, and that's where she got that.
Wow.
So it's an
Wow,
old
look at the
piece.
angels.
It's beautiful. It's dusty right now.
I
so
wonder, is it English or Italian or
I think it's French.
really? 'Cause
Mhm. It's a walnut, some kind of walnut, and it's very delicate. I mean, all the carvings on it. It's just
yeah,
a beautiful piece.
it is.
It is. It's fabulous.
It's wonderful. This was all in
That was
Gentilly.
in Gentilly, yeah.
I love the way you took pictures of everything.
Well, I had a neighbor that was, we never owned a camera.
We were saying the other day how, you know, to make home movies was such a big deal, and now everybody's got them on their phone.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
my
yeah.
grandchildren are the most photographed kids, but everybody's grandchildren are.
Yes, indeed they are. You're
Look
right
at
about
you,
that.
cooking away.
Oh, yeah.
And this is signing some kind of contract here,
that
huh?
looks serious.
That's him. That's the queer.
With the queer decorator.
Oh, the decorator. Oh,
That's
okay.
when we were playing in Eden Niles. We bought the lots in Eden Niles.
Look,
5
this
years
is called, it's a French treatment of landscape. You know, the way it's growing on the fence. I can't think of the name though. Espalier. Yeah,
Espalier.
yeah.
Well, it was popular at that time if you had a shrub and you wanted to.
Oh, I don't think I think it's a classic thing that
yeah,
never goes out
you
Mm-hmm.
of style.
shaped them. I had a yew tree that was.
Can you see these?
It was in the front of the house. It was
There's
a
your
yew
grandpa.
tree. Yeah.
Oh, I was
It-
wondering if you had a little dog now.
Oh no, not now.
Not now.
Well, I have to take it out in the wintertime, and I
That's
can't
the
go
truth.
out.
Oh,
you
yeah,
could get a
that's the
cat.
reason.
You need a cat.
I don't like cats as much as dogs.
Listen, we're big cat people.
Well, when you're locked in, you need something. You need a pet.
Well, you need a kitty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like cats. When I see those people outside walking their dogs at -20 with a -49 wind chill, it's like,
Look,
I'll keep
this
my cat,
this
thanks.
past winter, it was like we lived in Finland.
I know.
You could.
It was
It was probably colder than Finland.
Well, it was cold here, and
No,
I know
there's
you
your
all had
grandpa.
more.
There's your grandpa.
Yeah, I have plenty of pictures of him. Put this out of the way.
Now, what is
October
this?
2010.
Is that the house?
so that's what the current
is that?
state of it. October 2010. It
Yes.
says.
This, I had a friend of mine take all these pictures, and this was, they did not redo the house. I don't know if it's still standing or not.
Oh, you mean after
That-
Katrina?
after
That's your
Katrina.
house
Yeah,
in
that was the one
Gentilly?
in
Did
Gentilly.
that
Boarded
area
up?
get really hard hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Look, it's all
everything in the
boarded
walls,
up.
Everything in the walls.
I rode through the Ninth Ward. It was, I guess, about a year and a half after Katrina, and it was still like just
Yeah, well,
slabs.
they've
and-
only redone certain sections, and it was all done by, what's the singer, the one that,
Oh, Harry Connick?
Harry
or-
Connick.
Harry Connick, and there was another one that put a lot of money in the walls. They built little areas.
Was it Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt was involved in
Probably,
that
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Harry Connick had the musician thing, and then didn't Drew Brees do some things?
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it's boarded up there.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of course, the lawn is ruined.
Now, that was just a piece of property we had in Mandeville, his mother's property. And we had a house,
There it
little
is,
house on it.
Carina Circle.
Mm-hmm. So
And that one-
what has happened to Eden Isles now? Are they
It's
rebuilt?
not doing well. I have friends, rebuilt some of them, but we had a community that worked together. And that's not what's there now. You know, plenty of people just moved out and left the house. They didn't sell it or anything.
Really? They just
And,
abandoned it.
Yeah, and they're everybody says they're from down in what'd you say, downtown, out in Gentilly, way out.
Ninth Ward.
Yeah, anyway, the people that are living in there now are not as careful about their property. They don't take care
They're
of
not
it.
the same caliber of people.
No, and they've got boats up on the driveway.
Yeah, it's
you
just
know,
trash.
in the street.
Yeah.
They're trash people.
They're not following the
No, there's
guidelines of the neighborhood.
No, and we used to keep it so nice.
Of course.
Everybody just loved it.
Look at it with nothing around it.
That's when we first.
Is it? You were
Moved
original on this.
Now,
There was nothing around us.
you were the first property owners out there?
Oh
or
no,
what?
we had
No,
quite a few.
maybe on that street.
But we
Okay.
weren't allowed to build till after they put the bulkhead in, and that took about 5 years before they got the bulkheads in.
What's a bulkhead?
That's the wall that holds
Oh,
the
the
water.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Okay,
wall.
yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, fat lot of good it did in 2005.
Well, I mean, who
Well,
knew?
they had 4 feet of water in my house,
Wow.
and I was so happy. I'd sold it about a
Weren't
month and a
you?
half
I know. That's
What's under
that's
these
just,
domes?
That's Providence.
Is that one of those
That was,
marriage chairs? Those marriage
No,
chairs?
that was a clock.
Century clock.
Oh, it was
an
a
old
clock.
clock,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah, we used to
sold all
have
that stuff,
one of
yeah.
those.
It was from his aunt too.
I have one, but it's smaller and it doesn't work. It's called an anniversary clock or something.
That was such a great house.
Yeah, it was. See, I just.
Overlooking the water, the bar, and the
It was
boat
perfect.
slip.
You know, while
and-
they
I
were
mean,
all outside in the heat, I would sit inside and just look around, look at everything, and say, "Oh, this is so pretty." But I remember that game table was
Yeah, I
over
have it
here.
in the room. We play so much bridge on it. I have it in the
Well, that's so
other room.
nice.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you do have two. You have 2 bedrooms, but you use one as a den.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad when you said you had 1 bedroom. I'm glad you have 2.
Well, I do. It's a little bit bigger.
You
It's
just don't have a guest
it's all
room.
I need. Yeah, I use it for.
Yeah,
an
but we
office.
wouldn't have stayed with. We wouldn't have bothered you like that to stay here,
Well,
even if you know.
I have some friends, neighbors from Slidell that come up almost every year.
Well, that's
and
good.
they expect I give them the bed and I sleep on it. But that's out now.
Those days are gone.
Those days are gone. Next
Well-
time they call, I say, well, truthfully, I'm not doing that well. I can't do it anymore. I can't do all those things.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
shouldn't
still
have to.
trying,
Yeah.
So
Well, by you said your heart. What is your
it's
condition?
an AFib, which is not very serious. But I just made 90. And then in January, I wasn't doing well. I wasn't feeling good and went to the doctor. And he discovered I had AFib. Well, he gave me medication. And it did fine up until the end of October, this last October.
Uh-huh.
And it went out of kilter again. So he started giving me different medications. Well, for 3 months, I was dragging around. And then finally got it back into kilter. So I'm on just a little bit I had so much medicine. And I get so fouled up when every time I'd go to his office, he'd swap it around or
Yeah.
he'd cut this down and add this. And,